happy. And no entertain, no fear mix up with no natty. No passion dread, nothing come and talk about Selassie. Me love me girl, them caramel. And little she said she love me and the sandwich mixed with ackee. Talk about the jerk chicken more than teriyaki. I'm an of the peanut, you know pretty much she make me ride it like a cyclist. Mixed with a jacket, you know what's gonna happen when the mommy mix with papi. 9 months later, baby wrap up in a nappy. You know money that make a feel the mix with the happy. Me that tell you about the double.
Are here, I see some older faces. What them say the older the moon is the brighter it shine. Comrades, how you feeling? Now man, stand up and party with me. Run it again, selector. Cause we're marching to victory. You want to sit down? Young people, reach out. What we got to do now, comrades? We are uphill. What it? Hear the song say? Everything them broke down. We are gonna do one. They say everything them broke down. Mark goal in a go. We're see the tell them someone ready. Come again. I said take out to the phone and leave a right and watch your status. Then I watch your Instagram story. Send them this. Because we need to do what? Fight the labor rights and to set Jamaica free. We are blood and fire, comrades. And we now stop march. Because the harder them come and the harder they go far. Not true, comrades? Alright, so because
that's your prescription. We can rock for your neighbor, comrades. You must have two labor right and watch. And we are going to burn them plate against selector. Ready? Ready? Take out the dummy. Do yourself. Do it by yourself. Up by your chest now, comrades.
in my yo.
Stop your feet and trample Alibaba. Stop your feet, man. Yeah. And if you can't stop your feet, not the end. Yes, I. One message we have for Alibaba on the party 19th. From the gate at Joe. From the next Saturday, tell it. We're going to get to that real worship scene real. Ready? Make Jesus today. Where your heart, want it. Lead us to God knows. Want it? Let me tell you this. How far may I come from?
You're my creator. Lord, you know my name.
Seasons of breakthrough, my seasons of trial. So I will seek you, and you I will find. You're my strong tower, in you I will hide. Help me sing it. You make me stronger.
All right. We're going to get straight into the meat of the matter now that the presence of the Lord is with us. Amen. Amen. We're not sweating. And I see the man is in the building, you know. And this gentleman don't mix in words, you know. Comrades, young people and young professionals, make welcome. Nobody Gen 16 of our man, big him up, man, big him up. Welcome, sir. Sing that part of the man. Alright. So as mentioned earlier, we're gonna invite some of your own youth leaders to greet you for just 2 minutes so that you will know them and know their faces. Come with no further ado, from Westmoreland. I tell you, this young man is serious about the politics and passionate in it. He's a very good friend of mine.
Comrades of Westmoreland, we're looking good. If you're ready, let me hear you.
ready for Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden? Let me hear you. Boy, we come down bank to bank. I'm feeling good. When I wake up this morning and when I go outside at about 12 o'clock and I look in the sky, I say, if the rain don't fall today, we're going to win this election. And Comrade Jensek, we're going to win Eastern Westmoreland, Western Westmoreland, and Central Westmoreland. Let me hear you, my comrades. So today is a very important day. And as a young comrade who represents a great constituency, I must say to the youth, I am very proud. And it's a very good look seeing you here today. So, without further ado, I won't be very long, but I have a powerful speech that I want to deliver today to the Jamaica Labour Party as a very passionate young comrade. And when I send this message today, I want to tell Andrew Michael and to you, the man them on the ends and the young comrades, the young comrades of the Great People's National Party Youth Organization, good evening. Allow me to recognize the presence of our General Secretary, Comrade Dr. Dayton Campbell, our next Member of Parliament for Eastern Westmoreland. Our President of the YO, she's not here as yet, Comrade Gabriella Morris, but all respect due to her just the same. Officers of the party, officers of the PNP Patriots, officers of the PNP YO, our own Vice President, my good friend, Comrade Shamil Brown. To our leader, a man with a clean hands and pure heart. So comrades, as we all gathered here today, for this Youth Rally conference in Westmoreland, I bring you greetings from my great constituency of Western Westmoreland. And I just want to say I'm very happy and proud to be serving in this capacity. And I'm very happy to be with the People's National Party and the PNP YO. There's no other political movement I would rather be. But a special, even though he's not here as yet, but I want to give a special welcome when he arrives to our party leader and our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. A man with integrity, morals and class. A man with clean hands and pure heart. A man who will lead us to victory on election night, rest assured. Oh my comrades, I invite you all to see the signal waving in the sky. Reinforcement now appearing. Victory, victory, victory is nigh. Comrades, currently the country is at a standstill with this progress. And the young people are losing hope. They are fed up of how things are been running. For the Prime Minister of this country has failed them countless and countless of times. But too often, we hear the man them too lazy, or the girls them just want babies. But I say that's a lie from the pit of hell. They want to work and get their own monies too. But I say, this Prime Minister of this country only cares for himself, his friends and family, and only them want to get a slice of the cake. So comrades, we don't want a leader with 28 bank accounts.
We don't want a leader who his statutory declaration cannot be certified. Those days shall come to an end under the next People's National Party government. So my comrades, we need a prime minister and a leader who cares for the people of this country, who cares for the youths of this country. So my brothers and sisters, for 9 years, 9 long years, we have been the menu and we can't get a seat at the table. The haves have been having more, and the have-nots have been having less. We need a leader who can understand the cries and concerns of the youth and the people of this country. We need a leader who will provide real solutions and problems. Not by hosting a health job fair and not one of the young people who attends the job fair didn't get a job from that. The young people cannot see the jobs the Prime Minister promised. We cannot see the reform in the education system he promised us. We cannot see the affordable homes we were promised. And we for sure cannot sleep with our windows and our doors open. Those days shall come to an end under the next Mark Golding-led administration. Time come now for the Mark Golding-led administration so that the young people can benefit from the first family tertiary education grant, the special grant of $500,000 of offsetting housing expenses. Time come now for young people to own their own homes. The returning of progress of the country will require Team PNP to get on board. Under Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, we are more united. Comrades are ready to rescue Jamaica under the leadership of the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Golding. The time has come now for a new direction, a new Jamaica, and a better representation for the youths of this country. Because our vote is our voice. We're ready to take change of government once more. And comrades, we do it before and we will do it again. So to our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, we will ensure that we work hard and we do the work to ensure that the People's National Party will return to the winning column of the PNP. So as I wrap up, my comrades, the PNP won't offer you prosperity and then have you end up in poverty. We won't offer you that. They said we could sleep with our windows and our doors open, Comrade Jensek, and even your dog won't go inside before you. They said we should stick. The national anthem says, keep us, Lord, from evil powers, so we will stick with the evil we know. So my comrades, we will choose change for the People's National Party, and we will choose change as the young comrades of Westmoreland and myself of the great constituency of Western Westmoreland. We will work hard and we will ensure that Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding will be victorious on election night and the People's National Party will return to the winning column of the PNP. So my comrades, if you're ready for Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, let me hear you. If you're ready for PNP to return to government, let me hear you. My comrades, the word is always no.
The future of Westmoreland looks bright and beautiful. Make some nice piano, man. And one thing me know, PNP are go full of pretty girls. Yes, sir. Make a welcome.
So amazing how this world was made.
I'm the YO rep for Westmoreland Eastern. We are proud to stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, champions of justice, equality, and progress. People like PJ Patterson. He was our chairman for Westmoreland Eastern, and now look who we have with us, the Deputy General Secretary for the People's National Party, Dr. David Campbell. He's going to be our next MP. Did you know that? Did you know that? Well, today we continue that fight, not just for ourselves, but for every young person in our community who deserves a future filled with opportunity, dignity, and hope. We in the PNPYO are not here to stand on the sidelines. We are not ornamental. We are here to lead, to serve, and to build. From Grange Hill to White House, from schools to street corners, the youth are rising up, calling for better jobs, better education, and better leadership. We, the PNP, are answering that call. Comrades, the future of Jamaica is not something that we can wait for. It's something that we have to build together. With the People's National Party and the strength of our youth behind us, I'm pretty sure that the future is going to be bright. So let us go forward with courage, unity, and purpose. The mission continues and victory is sure. The word is love, comrades. Time come.
Boy, the little fellow we are working with just a frighten me so. And before we bring up the beautiful rep from Central Westmoreland, we have to bring our beautiful YO president. So start, young people, stand up now, man. The president of the People's National Party's youth organization. And since we are talking, the PNP women are beautiful and educated women. Let me show them what we are talking about. The youngest senator, and the next member of parliament. Look at Lord Jesus. The next member of parliament, the next senator. Yes. Ready with Gabby. Yeah. Ready with Gabby. Take a picture, not true. So tell Miss Lee say a time to flee. Not true, Mr. President? Yes, ma'am. And so we're moving straight into the next speaker from Central Westmoreland. Because we're in our work town. So we have to bring her up. So comrades, make welcome your constituency rep for the People's National Party Youth Organization, Renee Robinson. Springfield, Drumfield, make some really nice for her. Because she put you on bossy, man.
Comrades, one and all. Alright. Greetings, comrades at the head table. Comrade Dr. Dayton Campbell. Gabriela Morris, welcome, comrades in the audience. Now I bring you warm greetings on behalf of the hardworking and powerful Central Westmoreland PNPYO Youth Organization. It is an honor to stand before you today, especially with our esteemed party leader who is on his way, and the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding. The captain of the People's National Party Youth Organization, my sister and friend, Comrade Gabriela, the powerhouse Morris. And of course, the future patriot president in waiting, Dr. Reverend Paul Burke, a man with many titles. He's on his way as well. Now greetings all my comrade warriors, I greet you well. As Shirley Chisholm wisely said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. The youth are the heart of our nation, and it's time we not only have a seat at the table, but we lead the table. Our energy, vision, and determination are essential to shaping the future of Westmoreland and Jamaica as a whole. Now we envision a Westmoreland where every young person has the opportunity to thrive, where our leaders aim to create pathways for our youth to become entrepreneurs, lawyers, doctors, scientists, and the list goes on, my comrades. And I know the goal of the People's National Party is to provide the resources and support the cause to transform our community. We want better health care, hotels, parks where family can go and relax on a peaceful Sunday. When we talk about state-of-the-art beach parks, that's what we need in Westmoreland. More universities to benefit youth, generational curse breakers. Because let me tell you, we are not mendicants, comrades. We are millionaires, future billionaires with a B. Now the time has come to make Westmoreland and Jamaica a better place where we can feel safe, invest in businesses, and raise families. We the youth deserve nothing less. We are not just future, we are the present. We are vibrant, active, and ready to build a better Westmoreland when the election is called. Now we have to make it happen. We have to vote out the green man. Now the songwriter says, "Me coulda never green dog, me no chow chow." Listen, when it have to be a PNP, I'm not ask you. No, I am incredibly proud of the growth of the Central Westmoreland Pnp Youth Organization and each and every one of the members who give their time and effort to plan and execute initiatives like financial and entrepreneurship literacy forum, resume writing classes, feeding the homeless, and the list goes on. The young people them are work comrades. Now I want to publicly say congratulations to two of our members on the executive, Comrade Bianca and Comrade Tatiana, who will be starting university in September. Comrades, may I tell you, them are work. Now I am so proud, and I encourage those of you who aren't yet members to join and be a part of the change. We are the better party. So listen, let's vote out the Jamaica Lazy Party. The time is now and the time come. The word is love, and I end by saying, clock it, young people. Clock that T when they call it.
We also have the next member of parliament for Central Westmoreland is in the building. Comrade Dwayne Vaz. No man, welcome the next member. No matter how they put up in things them have to put them up back. Comrades, make welcome Dr. Andre Han. We are going to friend the young people. Member of Parliament for West Central St. James. Yes? I want to say you know say Pnp. When we say we could have never green down win a church hall, then think I'm joking thing. Anything green looks so good. Come on, my comments, to your feet, man.
When today is a day, give thanks to the
Where's the flag, man? Where's the flag? Where's the flag, man? Serious business now, it's just what is it, and as we are saying, we now make them stress with the Councillor for the Race Course Division and the next Vice President for the People's National Party Youth Organization, Comrade Kijana Johnson. Make him welcome us now. Yeah?
when today is a
I say, we have the flag, man, we have the flag.
all praises to the Lord, the safe and the sanctified.
No, him. Ready for Marky G, say ready. This how we know for a fact. We're ready like Freddy. And so comrades, is that comrade Andrew? Is that the? Okay, she's coming. We're going to move right into our next speaker. All right, we've been on one of the seat. Welcome to bring greetings to the youth and young professionals. Make some noise, comrades.
Someday I'ma look at these trophies in a Christmas day. Someday I'ma write my name across the world. It's not Comrades at the head table, comrade Daily Camber, comrade Little Light. Can't hear her though. Let me hear it from you as the while. And as you realize, comrade Renee Robinson, the Pnp Youth chairman from Central Westmoreland. Let me hear it for comrade Renee Robinson. She's working and she's doing the job. Youth of the People's National Party. Comrade Leon Hayes, next member of Parliament for Western Westmoreland, is here. Someday I'ma look at these trophies in a Christmas day. Someday I'ma write my name across the world. It's not Comrades, youth of the People's National Party, today we stand at the threshold of a new era, an era that demands bold leadership, innovative thinking, and unwavering commitment to principle of justice, equality, and progress. You as the future leaders of our nation, you're the driving force behind our party's vision for a better Jamaica with a leader as Comrade Mark Jeffers Golden. Your energy, creativity, and passion for the sparks that will ignite the flames to a positive change. The way forward to regain power. It requires us to harvest the power of technology, innovation, and collaboration to address the pressing issues of our time. I saw an observer that said that 70% of children in grade 7 cannot read a grade 3 book. And as the youth of the country, we have to look into that when we come out to make our X, because we want a party that supports education, and it was Michael Manley who believed in education, and the People's National Party, led by Comrade Mark Golden, would ensure that our children get the right to education and a proper learning. To the Pnp youth, I call on you to be the change makers, the leaders of tomorrow. Embody the values of integrity, compassion, and service. Serve to the best of your ability. Engage in activities. Hold leaders accountable. Build bridges, not walls. Foster unity and cooperation. Together, we can achieve greatness. Together, we can build a Jamaica that is just. Together, we look forward in marching with you. When the election is called, we're depending on you, the youth of Jamaica, and the youth of Central, Eastern, and Western Westmoreland to make the change. The time has come, and the time is now. The word is now.
Zero, we are come from. Baby, them think a joking thing. Comments, one of the comments. My co-host is here, so I have to introduce her properly. With the most nice, I tell you, I pay a nice woman in a Pnp, you know. I don't think they are joke. So make welcome my beautiful co-host, the General Secretary for the People's National Party Youth Organization, Comrade Peter Gay Ferguson.
Good evening, comrades of Western Jamaica. I must say it is indeed a pleasure and an honor to be here today. On a day like this, when we have the youth coming out to hear from the People's National Party what our plans are when we next form government. And I must say, comrades, I feel good. VP or Treasurer Comrade Kisha or Rep from the Patriots, I must tell you that it is indeed a pleasure to be here. Because what I can tell you, it's not just about hype, but to come with substance. And this evening you'll be hearing from the young people of the People's National Party about our policy platform, what we'll be doing to transform Jamaica and transform the lives of our youth, so that when we set the thing, our children and our children to come can have a solid foundation. And we must be proud of our leader, because he's a man of integrity, he's a man of character and decency, and not like some of them we are run up on them and a hide from the Integrity Commission. So we are proud of that. Come and make some nice here, comrade leader, next Prime Minister of Jamaica. On the one, they commit. On the one. On the one. Because we can't talk and talk about my president or the People's National Party Youth Organization, the next member of Parliament for North West Central. Comrades, we have the youngest senator in our history, a woman of substance, a woman of vigor, a woman of great intellect. Unlike some of them over the other side, but the only time we hear from them, I want to kiss and mix up. Them party don't use them for nothing substantial. Make some noise to Senator Gabriela Morris. Alright, hold it down a little bit, hold it down. Because we are getting to the program. Comrades, I want to welcome to the microphone at this time one of our young councillors right here in Westmoreland. I want to big him up from the Frome Division. Comrade Lyden Lewis is here to bring greetings. Give some a hot selector.
welcome you to the west side. I welcome you to Region 6. I welcome you to Region 6, and we'll be taking not only Region 6, but all the regions home for the People's National Party. Round here, let me bring greetings to the head table. Of course, I'm seeing Comrade caretaker candidate for the Caramount Division, Comrade Abigail Marco. I'm seeing, of course, Comrade Gabriel Morris. Of course, somebody mentioned our youngest senator and our next member of parliament for West, Northwest Center. Alright, let's Gabriel Morris. But of course, we're on home ground for Westmoreland. And we have 3 powerhouse candidates right here. And we're going to give it up for our next member of parliament for Western Westmoreland. Next member of parliament for East Westmoreland. And next member of parliament for Central Westmoreland. Comrade, in that order, Comrade Ian Hills, Comrade Dr. Dan Campbell, and Comrade Ian Bars of Central Westmoreland. Now, comrades, we are here from the People's National Party, and we support a party that cares for young people. We support a party from 1962 that believed in education when we got our independence. When we were heading into independence, one leader for the Jamaica Labour Party said education can't name, while we were campaigning on education to ensure that all young people have a better future. Now we have a chatty old man up in St. Catherine, talking better about our comrade leader, about him not born here, and him a white man. But pity they are not telling us the reason and the symbol that the bell played back in slavery. Their symbol is the bell. And every time the bell rang, it meant that the slaves should come out. Every time the bell rang, it meant that the slaves should come out and get into the field. So we can't listen to the bell, because the bell means slavery. We can't listen to the bell, because the bell means that we're heading back into slavery. When you hear the bell ring, you shut it. And use our head when you're heading into the polling station. Use our head to go to the next election. Use our head to put the X beside the head to ensure that our next leader and Prime Minister of Jamaica is Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrades. Comrades, youth development is all about ensuring that our youths have a future. And this present government doesn't care about the youths having a future. This present government doesn't care whether the education is on par or not. This government doesn't ensure if young people can get a house from housing trust or not. You need 3 persons to get it. Comrades, this government cares none at all about young people. So as I close, because I have 2 minutes, I want everybody to make noise. I want everybody to make noise for all our MP candidates that are sitting up here. For the next general election, they'll be member of parliaments. They'll be holding cabinet position to ensure that we young people have a better future. So comrades, on election day, ensure that your member of parliament is a People's National Party candidate. In the next election, ensure the X is beside the head, because we are going to ensure, as young people, that our next Prime Minister is going to be Mark Jefferson Golding. One love, comrades.
Make some noise for Alright, selector, ease me. Comrades, we are move quick and fast, because we need to hear from the young comrades them tonight, and we could not be in the West and don't have our officer or deputy general secretary for the youth organization, Comrade Jovain Brown, come and bring your greetings. Comrades, make some noise for Comrade Jovain Brown.
Good night, everyone. It is truly a pleasure to be here tonight and to see everyone adorned in our beautiful orange, if I must say so. It is a lovely color indeed. Now I bring greetings on behalf of the region, as highlighted earlier. And even though I am here in a national capacity, I am hailing from the best parish in the island, from Westmoreland right here. Now I would like the opportunity to welcome everybody here on the platform, to the members of the Pnp Youth Executive, the best organization in the country, the best president of the best organization in the country, Comrade Senator Gabriela Morris, the next member of parliament for Northwest St. Anne. The General Secretary of the People's National Party and the next member of parliament for the best constituency in the island, Comrade Dayton Campbell right here. Others from the west, Comrade Dwayne Vaz, because ladies, let me assure you this. It's when Comrade Dwayne Vaz hands you a stool, the only intention is for you to sit on it. And Comrade Ian Hales, the next member of parliament for Western Northmorland, a tried, trusted and proven individual. Now comrades, I haven't asked you all to just open up your minds. I'm going to take you on a journey into imagination. So I want us to imagine a world. Imagine a country where the leader cannot certify statutory declarations years after being in office. Imagine a country where members of parliament and ministers who are embroiled in scandal are only reassigned to another office and have no level of accountability. Imagine a country where your friend is being appointed to investigate you and the roles and requirements of the position are changed to accommodate said friend. This sounds like nonsense too, not true? This sounds like foolishness too, not true? Comrades, wake up! This is our reality. This is what we are currently faced with. Now this reality is one that we wish to change. Come the next election, we have to change it. Next election, we have to elect a prime minister who will make a change. We will elect a prime minister who has integrity. We will elect Comrade Marky G as our next prime minister. Because also on this side, it is clear we have the better policies. There are myriad of them we can speak on, from our housing policies, from our investment in our agriculture, and many others. We have the superior policies. We have the superior candidates. But we need your assistance to bring the message to the people. Now, this is an important forum, and us being here is also important, to listen to the word and to spread the message. But after this event is finished, you need to help us to spread the message. You need to tell your auntie, tell your sister, tell your friend, tell your cousin, say PNP time come, and we will make the change. We will make the difference. Definitely. And tell them, say, oh, a time to call it, because it's clear, they're afraid of it. Them don't know what will happen. Them not like the PNP. Them know the PNP have a package. So comrades, if you tell ready and tell me the time come, when the raising up this in hand, and make sure that show me the time come, and I'm ready to change. In the eastern to Portland, PNP will reclaim Jamaica, and we will make the change. Comrades.
Alright, comrades, just arriving, we have the newest president of the PNP Patriots and newly minted vice president. Make some noise for the new president of the Patriots, Comrade Dr. Reverend Coleman, and our new vice president, Comrade Alicia Williams. Yes, comrades, and that is just to show you that the PNP continues to build on a strong foundation with the young leaders that we have coming up. At this time, comrades, we're going to move into the program a little bit differently, where we'll be hearing from our 3 MP candidates in the West here. Next up, we'll have none other than, and before we bring him up, more and tell you something. You hear them attack? We need to remind them that PNP and JLP are not the same thing. They have a man sitting down in the parliament from this seat. When them see a beating woman on camera, wicked and mean, and them not doing no better thing. But we have a candidate in Comrade Youth Rally, returning as a member of parliament to restore decency in Central Westmoreland. Comrades, welcome to the platform. Your next member of parliament, Central Westmoreland. Comrade, do it, boss.
the Pnp Youth President, Comrade Gabby. I want to big up the big man from the Patriots who just stepped in. I want to big up all the comrades on the platform. And most importantly, all the people who came out tonight to support the youth rally in Westmoreland. Big up to yourself every single time. Comrades, when you come on to young people business, I still consider myself as a youth. Even though I passed the legal age that Jamaica as youth, but I still consider myself as a youth. And when you come on to the People's National Party Youth Organization, it is an organization that is dear to my heart because I started in that organization in Westmoreland as the chairman for Central Westmoreland, then the chairman for the parish of Westmoreland, and as regional chairman for the YO in Region 6. So the YO, as I said, is dear to my heart, and I know what the PNP YO can do. I know what the YO did in the past, from the 70s coming straight up to now, to formulate policies in Jamaica. And we know that the People's National Party Youth Organization and the People's National Party Patriots Group will lead the way for the young people of Jamaica again, because what is happening in our country now, Jamaica, the youth are not being recognized, but we know that this president and this president, that we know that with Marky G beside their side, we sure that the youth will be recognized. When you think about our own constituency in Westmoreland, youth are always important to us, as I said. In my time as MP, we had various programs to support young people. When it come on to education, we had the best programs. When it come on to sports, we had the best programs. When it come on to entertainment, we had the best programs. When it come on to youth employment, we had the best programs. And even right now, I can tell you, because the MP them down here when I believe in employment, I am the person who have to keep job fair to ensure that young people can get employed for the last 2 years right here in Central Westmoreland. So comrades, the young people who will talk later on will tell you about the policies that the People's National Party has going forward for young people. And I just don't want to listen to what they say tonight. I want to take the argument a road, because these policies will be revolutionary in Jamaica. These are some of the greatest policies that Jamaica will ever see, that will rise young people to the top of the ladder, because Marky G and the PNP believe in youth and believe in youth development in Jamaica. So anything them say tonight, I beg you make note of it. Record it. Carry it, show your neighbor. Carry go show your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your granny, your grandpa. Because everybody in Jamaica, in every nook and cranny, must hear the message of the People's National Party. Comrades, is at our night tonight. And you will hear a lot from myself, Ian and Dayton in the coming weeks when we have our parish meetings. So tonight is about the young people. And I want to give them the full support as we go forward. So I want to hear the people in this room now make some noise for the People's National Party Youth Organization. Make some noise for the Patriots, because they are the ones that will lead the change. And change is coming, Jamaica. Change is coming. Time come for the People's National Party. One love, one heart, government.
The councillor for subdivision just walk in. I want to make some noise to Councillor Julia Chang. Welcome out to the meeting, comrades. Big up yourself, Comrade Chang. And comrades, we're moving right along. I want to tell you something. We have a vice president in the People's National Party. When I mince him right when him attack, and when him come hard and strong at them. Them can't hold him, them can't pull him. I want to welcome to the mic
Secretary, Comrade Vaz, Comrade Councillors, Comrade Treasurer, Comrade President of the YO, Comrades one and all, good evening. Good evening. It was in the 70s that the youths of this country party. I'm going to keep the thing local tonight. I don't want you blow the boogazella when you're hearing me now. I just want you to listen to me for 2 minutes. Because tonight is not about me, but it's about the future of the young people in Westmoreland. Now, the largest investment that this government has made for 9 years in Westmoreland is to build us 3 jailhouses. That's the largest. And it's sad to say that the church can't deal with your business. They didn't do any of that. So I want to say to every young people in Westmoreland tonight, if you need proof, any more proof that you should forget about the Labour Party and stick your wagon with the People's National Party, you don't need no more proof than what you see is currently going on as we speak. So they're walking from, and they're going to walk me Little London pretty soon. And you see how big Savlamar, the one down London, look, right? You see how it's pretty, right? Could you imagine if those billions of dollars was spent to improve the lives of the young people of Westmoreland? But I want to say to you, this party that said, under my General Secretary and the leader of the party, Mark Jefferson Golden, that we're going to take the firstborn out of every family and give you a college education, university education, free of cost to you. We're not going to build no more prison for lock you up. We don't need no more of that. And I will say to you again, I know nothing going on. And a lot of you get up every day and don't have no work for go. And a lot of you here from Westmoreland who go to university to come back because nothing is here for you to come back. But I can say to you, under my leadership, Comrade Vaz and Comrade Dayton Campbell, you're going to have a new Westmoreland that you can look forward to come back and work in this parish. So I will leave you with hope in the future, because it was that hope in the 70s that we had in this party, that this could be the movement for change. And I will end tonight by saying, get ready, because we're going to revolutionize and we're going to change the parish of Westmoreland. Because so I want to say to every youth, and I'm going to tell it to my party leader, to everywhere that they build a police station or a jailhouse in Westmoreland, make we put a community training center right beside it when time comes. So Comrades, one year, and I thank each and every one of you.
Showing us that we're serious about transformation and we're serious about young people in Jamaica, unlike them others. Comrades, at this time, I want to welcome one of the greatest general secretaries of our time in the People's National Party, poor people defender, Miss Lucky One Boy, our general, our champion of poor people.
Robert, cheers. Greetings. All the members on the platform, members in the audience, greetings. Before I get into my presentation, I just want to invite some persons here with me. Come Danishka, come Gabby, come Peter Day, come Shabir. Where's Rennie? Rennie, come. I hear some people say that the PNP don't have young people in it. I want to show them tonight that that is a lie from the bottom of the pit of hell. We have young people at the constituency level. We have young people in the leadership of the Patriots. We have young people in the leadership of the YO. At the position of Vice President, General Secretary, and President. So look at this shot. People over in Greenhouse that are the live watching. Stop telling lie to the people of Jamaica. There are young people within the People's National Party. And these young ladies will not be beaten by anybody with any stool. These young ladies will get opportunities to be independent young women. Thank you, ladies. To see where we are. We wanted just a check to see where we are. And we look good, we look good. Because this is just the beginning. This is not the end. They are going to see many more youth rallies before the election comes. And the Prime Minister, because young people now follow back on the green clocks again. Young people are follow back on who will give them house, who will give them education, who will give them jobs. The young people want real opportunities. Politics is still the best vehicle to transform a country and the people. Regardless of what they say, politics is still the best vehicle to transform a country and the people. I grew up in humble circumstances. I grew up in circumstances that people would conclude that I would not make it and become anything in life. When I was growing up, my mother was a domestic helper. She used to go around and wash some people's clothes to get her money to send me and my sister them to school. And before labor rights start them arguments, she does not do that anymore because her boy busted her life now. My father tried to traffic some marijuana and them lock him up and send him to prison for years. And so when we were growing up, it was difficult. But I am here today because of the programs and the policies of the People's National Party. They want to criticize at times the 18 years, consecutive years that the PNP was in power. It is during those 18 years that I went to primary school, high school, university, and became a doctor at 24 years of age under the People's National Party. When you now have 70% of children in a particular school that can't read, I want you to understand that the children that are 10, 11, 12, and 13, they started school at age 3. So all of those children started going to school, and their entire life as a student has been under this government. It is this government that has failed the children of Pnp High School. So when we say time come, and they say time come for what? Time come for a better quality of life for our people. Time come for young people stop work and I wonder whatever work for cause them now see. Time come for cut out that so when you put in your work and go out there and turn, you can see the returns from your labor. Time come now for young people to understand that in order to make it, they don't have to migrate and go to a different country, because we are going to set this country right so you can live here, work here, do business here, and prosper right here. Time come now for young people with them 10 and 12 and 11 and 13 subjects, for them to stop working at people wholesale and go university with a full scholarship from the People's National Party. Time come now for young people to stop catch up in a yard with mama, papa and granny and hold them with the house and carry them with a key. Time come now for housing for young people. And he can teach you how to make some money, and he can teach you how to become a better version of yourself. We don't want no politician who will come encourage our young people to stick with no evil. We don't want no politician to come tell our young people to stick with no evil. Because we are God-fearing people, and Scripture tells us to shun the very appearance of evil. So we are going to shun the Labour Party, and we are going to vote for the People's National Party, because time come now for a better quality of life. One love, have a good evening.
I wonder if the young people were listening just now, where time come from. And said, we don't see no young people around here, and no young people now follow the People's National Party. But one thing we know for sure, the People's National Party. So if them are worried themselves, tell them not worry about we. I hear them make a talk too. I wonder if the PNPs we're ready for the rematch. And we don't fight the thing, no boy, no girl. And we don't want no moderation. Say like how they never believe so the world pass put not free. You see when them fry the gate, we gonna give them a proper whipping. See the coming. I wonder what time you know say PNP. We are teaching a lesson tonight. The next prime minister is here.
DJ, because we are going on the next segment, and I want to put it out there. I want to show them, I'm telling you, say, PNP and JLP are not the same. We don't like them, and we have a Prime Minister waiting in Mark Jefferson Golden, who is coming to transform Jamaica. I'm telling you, we never hear the young people over young Jamaica or G2K. I talk about when young women are dead in Jamaica. We never hear them when the little girl dead. We never hear them when the young man are dead, left, right, and center. We don't hear them talk on no policy platform. But comrades, I want to show you, yes, something is coming. A new day is dawning for young people. But I'm leaving it for the president them talk about. Because our Prime Minister is waiting. Don't just believe our young people and get themselves in a mix-up. But he believes that we have substance. And he has asked us to help to form the policies that will transform the lives of young people. And the president of the Patriots and the YO will talk about that some more. We're full of vibes, we're full of substance, and we're full of intellect on this side. Now, comrades, I want to welcome to the microphone the Vice President, one of the Vice Presidents of the People's National Party Youth Organization. Not just any Vice President, but one of the youngest councillors. A man who kicked with JLP foot for 25 years out of race course division. I want to welcome the champion boy, Kijana Johnson. Make him welcome Western Jamaica as he talks to you about policy platforms and how we're going to transform the lives of the teachers in this country.
If you don't call it love, one day of the riches of a calling call. I'm a calling call. See my family, so my house, me have to grow. You ever chase me that fast? She don't make us to make you laugh.
Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Let me big up all the candidates from Westmoreland, East, Central, and West. Let me big up the President of the Patriots, Comrade Paul Blake. And let me also big up my President, my beautiful President, Comrade Senator Gabriela Morris. We are sending a message tonight. We are sending a message to the G2K and young Jamaica. We are telling them to them thing Lily. We are sending a message to the Jamaica Labour Party. We are telling them that the People's National Party is ready. A proud Vice President of the People's National Party Youth Organization. But I'm also standing here for all teachers of Jamaica. I stand here for every teacher who has worked long hours and gotten little thanks. I stand here for every teacher that has shaped minds by day but have to wrestle with bills at night. I stand here with every teacher who wants to stay and build Jamaica, but instead they are being asked to push and leave by this wicked and uncaring government. Comrade leader, every profession starts with a teacher. Every single profession. There is no doctor without a teacher. There is no lawyer without a lecturer. And I'll go as far as saying that there is no leader without a mentor. So is it fair to say, comrades, that teachers are the backbone of our society? No. How could you have the backbone of our society not being able to afford a car? How can you have the backbone of our society taking taxi to work every single day? Comrades, what can go so? The PNP is telling Jamaica
that don't worry, we are coming. The People's National Party will create and ensure that one, teachers receive student debt reductions and vehicle concessions that improve with years of service, because we believe teachers should not just get by, but get ahead. Secondly, the People's National Party will prioritize teachers with NHT loans and housing, because no teacher should be shaping minds at day and sleeping on a relative's couch by night. The PNP will remove taxes on laptops and other devices to ensure that they can cushion the crisis of actually obtaining these items. And lastly, the PNP will negotiate free internet packages for teachers, because teaching in 2025 requires more than chalk and talk. It requires connectivity. We are being faced with one of the biggest existential crises in our society, and that is the issue of brain drain. If you look it up now, Jamaica stands at second in the world on chronic brain drain. Our people are leaving, our teachers are leading, but comrade leader, it is not just about the salary that the teachers are getting. It is also about the working conditions, the environment, because it has to be conducive for teachers to believe and feel that they want to stay here in Jamaica. So comrades, we say time come. Time come for the implementation of policies to retain our teachers. Time come for the honoring of wage agreements without delay, without deception. Time come to move teachers to the waiting list, from the waiting list to home ownership, because we believe that the teachers deserve more than promises, they deserve keys. Time come to make car ownership a reward for service, not just a luxury for survival. Time come to stop the brain drain, because Jamaica cannot afford to keep training teachers for export. Time come for leadership with compassion and credibility, not time come for Mark Jefferson Golden. Every single platform I hear them on, they are asking, they are begging for a third term. They cannot even campaign on accomplishments. They have to be begging for a third term. But I say to you, comrades, that it is time for the people's term. And if it is time for the people's term, then it is time for the PNP, because it is the PNP that says power to the people. I want to say to you, comrades, stand firm, because we are fighting for a cause. And I'm going to make a big talk tonight. I am going to tell you that when the next general elections are called, based on the momentum that we're seeing on the ground, the People's National Party will deliver a landslide victory to the Jamaica Labour Party. And I will also say that anywhere you see him, I want you to address him as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And come and hear me good. I make those big talks, and I will not apologize for making them, because I one thing we do. We are calling grave, we don't call it luck.
Call it brave, we don't call it love. One day of the riches, I'm calling it love. I'm calling it love. So move on in some of us, we have to run. We have to chase. I'm not saying again, call it love. Yo, lucky business with the soul. Lucky business with the soul. Put it on the big screen and I go. Some of them are Christine and I go. Them can't share the money tree when I go.
Yes, comrades. Make some noise for the Vice President. Big talk made by the big man. And from one Vice President to the next. Now this young lady was on the Dre Bryan show a couple days ago. And let me tell you something. Are you talking about G2K and Young Jamaica? What is that? Who are they? but we know who our leaders are in the YO. And when we put them up, they know how to put pen to paper and represent not just youth, but the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. So comrades, with no further ado, and we say beauty with brain and substance. Make welcome Vice President Shamil Brown.
For my independent ladies, na 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 na. Me and my love, it's all feel like. No one can close it and be like. Not supposed but now I will be like. Can't buy some drink, you will feel like. No matter what you want, you got me high. We just a wine and a glass, cause it outside. You are real, always stand on the right side. It's like me, I watch you my life.
It's a long time I want a mic, because I have a lot to say. I am a champion of change, and I am here tonight to let the young people of Jamaica know that time come for change. Young people in Jamaica, we are tired of putting in the work, going to school, burning the midnight oil, and when we're finished, we can't get a job, we have to be living hand to mouth. Young people are tired. Young people are tired when you're at school and you go to your class and you don't have a maths teacher, you don't have an English teacher because everybody migrates. Young people are fed up, but I am here to tell you, we grow up and we hear that education is the key to success. But we live in a Jamaica where this wicked JLP government has changed the lock on us. But I am here to tell you that our Jefferson Body will bring us the change that we need. Comrades, we live in a Jamaica where we know that education is a priority. From 3 years old, we go to preschool, infant school, basic school. When we reach 6, we didn't have a choice. We have to go to primary school. We have an educational system that is reward given. So like myself, I did GSAT. People older than me would have done common entrance. Those younger than me would have done PEP. And so the reward is that you will go to the school of your choice if you perform well. Now for me, when I passed for St. Hilda's, this was the biggest achievement of my life. So when I went to high school, I made sure that I did well so that my parents could be proud. So I did my CSEC and I did well. Like me, others would have moved on to community college or sixth form where we did CAPE. Now you're preparing to do CAPE because you want to get into university of your choice. This is the dream that we have. The Jamaican dream so that we can get a living, to get a car. We can push the key into our house. We can have money in our pocket. But this uncaring government has been ripping the young people of Jamaica from this. Comrades, I am here to tell you tonight, fret not thyself, because hope is on the way and the change is on the way in March Jefferson Garden. Comrades, now I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. People say, what time come for? Time come for change in the educational system. Time come for people to get an opportunity to be the best version of themselves. Not all of us have the same story. So not all of us got the opportunity to go to university. In my experience, I did well in CAPE. The Brownstown Community College published me in the Jamaica Gleaner, Sunday Gleaner. I was published in the North Coast Times for my grade. But my parents didn't have the money, So I had to take a year off. Right, but we never have the money. Under the next Mark Jefferson Golden Pnp led administration, young people were trying to suffer because our leaders here to stand back for us. And you ask me how? What is the change? Our comrade leader has heard our cries. He understands our frustration, and corporate leaders committed that the first child in every household, the first one to go to university, will get a free scholarship from the next PNP-led administration. Comrades, we still have more. Our party believe in us. Our leader believe in us. And so you have some of us who had to go to students' loan to take out a loan to fund our tuition. Like me, after I waited a whole year, I had to defer. I went to students' loan. I started the process, comrades. I feel good, see a time for me to get that degree. But I had a roadblock. Students' loan told me that one of my guarantors, I can't use her because she doesn't have a pay slip. Comrades, me stress out. I said, I wait 1 year. And here now I thought I was getting the help, and I was bombarded with this. One day I was in Brownstone. I saw a crowd at my MP's office, and I said, I'm going over there to look. When I went, it was the MP there. I went in, I said, good afternoon, Dr. Campbell, how are you? He said, I've been here from 10 o'clock. You're the first person to ask me how I'm doing. How can I help you? I said, Dr. Campbell, I have a situation. I explained it to him. He said he's going to make a call so that I can get a longer time to hurry up and find a guarantor. He said he would call me back. I waited the afternoon, no call. TVJ News was on, no call. CBN News was on, no call. I said, Jesus, what gonna happen to me? Comrade, my phone, I heard it ringing, and I was hoping it was my MP. And so said, so done. Dr. Campbell called me and said, this is what you're going to do to extend the time. I said, Dr. Campbell, me do this, I'm going to get through. I'm going to come back and help you in Northwest Dayton. That was in 2015. 2025, I kept my promise. I am now working with the General Secretary of the PNP and the next Minister of Agriculture for Jamaica. But comrades, I say this to say, sometimes we're going through some challenges, and comrade leader understand this, and he has made it a priority that for us as young people, when we go to student loan to get the loan to go to school, and we get the degree and we get the big job, he has promised that we won't have to worry about all of our pay going to repay the student loan. He has committed to a SLB income contingent repayment plan. Some big words. But pretty much what comrade leaders promise is that he will cap a certain percentage on our pay. So young people can have money in their pocket to pay them rent, to go grocery shopping, to buy a machine, to eat good, and to live a good life. So if they say to me, what about somebody who took student loan, but you don't get a job right away? It mash up your credit score. So when you got time for you to take out a loan to buy a car, you take out a loan to start a business, you have a bad credit score. Comrade leaders heard the cry, and comrade leaders promised that when you take out the student loan and you don't get a job right away, he has promised that in the period of your unemployment, our loan payment will be suspended, and comrades, you won't have any penalty. You won't have to worry about the bad credit score. Big up our comrade leader for thinking about it. Comrades, you know, and I know, that the struggles that people in Jamaica face because of the living condition, it is dread. As a single mother at the end of the week, You have to think if the last $2,000 in your pocket, you'll use it to go to work, or you use it to send your daughter or your son to school. You don't have the money for the taxi fare. I said to you, fret not, because time come for comrade leader who will implement a plan to help you. Our party leader has promised to cushion the crisis. He will ease the burden that parents face, and we call it the EASE program. What the EASE program is about is that every child who is in need, whether from primary to high school, will get an opportunity to get a warm meal at school every day. We're not talking mackerel or sardine. We are talking curry chicken, fried chicken, stewed chicken, good food. Now, comrades, the tip might be good, it gets even better. Comrade leaders propose the right program. And this is where 20,000 students will get a subsidy in rural area to help with transportation. So whether you're going to Mount McLeod in eastern Westmoreland or Belmont in eastern Westmoreland, whether you're going to Grange Hill High School, you're going to Petersfield High School, whether you're going to Manning School or even here at Godfrey Stewart High School, you will benefit from the next PNP-led administration. And I know that we have some creative people in Jamaica. We have musicians, we have artists, we have painters, sculpture. Not everybody can take the book. Comrade leader understands that, and he has promised that under his leadership, the creative industry will get a bustling life. You don't have to can take the book. You will still benefit under the next PNP administration. And comrade leaders committed $1 billion with a B, $1 billion to help you to craft your art, to help you to market your art, to help you to sell your art. Comrades, I am here to tell you, young people are fed up of this government. Young people want a change. We are ready. Comrade leader is ready. The PNP is ready. And time come for a better Jamaica. Time come for young people to get a bus in life. Time come for us to have a better Jamaica. And thank you, comrades. PNP government under the leadership of our Prime Minister Mark Jefferson Golden. Comrades, on the year of PNP woman them bright, on the year of PNP woman them intellectual, and we're pretty. We're pretty, we look good. We're not so pretty done, so pretty and we're bright. Comrades, we're not done right there, sir. Next, I'm welcoming to the podium Western Jamaica, former Vice President of the People's National Party Youth Organization and Deputy General Patriot. Next member of Parliament for Southwest Central. Make some noise for the little giant. We're going to keep preserving your main front. Make some noise for the National Williams comrades.
Good evening. The next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Big up yourself. And let me also big up the presidents of the YO, my sister in St. Anne, Comrade Gabby, and the new president of the PNP Patriots as of today, my executive assignee, Comrade Dr. Paul Blake. Shamil, come here. Comrades, as a former vice president of the YO, it's the first I hear in Shamil talk. And we have to big her up, so let's make some noise for Shamil. Fire upon the labor rights. Comrades, the last time I was standing here, it was in 2016 at a youth rally when I was Deputy Gen-Sec of the PNP YO. Now I bring you greetings as the next Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Anne. And comrades, I will be the first female MP in that constituency. Comrades, the People's National Party is the only party in Jamaica for young people right now. We are the only party supporting female candidates, and we have more female candidates than them, and we also have more young candidates than them. And our young candidates, we are just pretty and look good, or bright. Tonight, I don't want to focus on just politics. I want to focus on the changes that we will bring when Mark Golding is the Prime Minister of this country. I want to talk about something that I am passionate about, something I focused on when I was in university, and that's the orange economy that we know as the creative industry. Globally, it is a $3 trillion industry where more young people work in than any other industry in the world. But in Jamaica, it is seen as a hustle, even by the Prime Minister. And I know many of us here, we know somebody we paint, we know somebody we sing, we bust big and make it and change their family lives. So there is no way our Prime Minister can view the creative industries as a hustle. Under the next PNP-led government, we are putting more money in the pockets of creatives. We are going to leverage Jamaica's cultural heritage for more economic growth. And I'm going to tell you how we do it. So I want my young people to take out the notes on the phone, because we don't work with book and pencil. Take out the notes app. We're going to support creative practitioners with access to finance, access to training, and access to global markets like never before. We are building community homes in homes and studios and empowering our young talents in music, in film, and in other creative fields. We are creating 24-hour entertainment zones to boost local and international appeal. And I know they want an entertainment zone in Central Westmoreland, because I know they love party. Comrades, we're also going to be honoring our cultural icons like Bob Marley and Louise Bennett as national heroes. And I know this one is the one that we are all most interested in. We are establishing a $1 billion fund to develop the creative sector and promote content production so that TikTokers like Dre Bryan from Southwest Center can thrive and go far in his journalism. I want to know how is it that Jamaica has produced greats like Bob Marley, Spice, Vibes Cartel and Popcorn, and we're not leading in the orange economy, comrades. Young people, we are not here to guess and spell. The People's National Party has the strategy to move the creative industry forward under the Mark Jefferson Golding-led government, comrades. We're not waiting for the future like them. The future is now. And before I go, I want the young candidates to stand beside me, and we're going to make some noise for the young candidates, comrades, because we are out there working to ensure that we form the next government so that we can ensure that the people of Jamaica live better quality lives, comrades. Here tonight, I want you to know that we are the movement, we are the momentum, and we are the mission that Jamaica needs to go forward right now. Time comes for young people. The word is love, comrades.
We We know so we have to win. And come as we rolling out the beautiful women of the People's National Party. And since she is the queen of the South, we go and ensure so we send Homer home when she done with him. Because young people and bright people and nice ladies don't believe in losing. And as the next Minister of Information, she has some information for send home Homer. Whether we are sending home, or we are sending to nursing home, we are sending home. So come hell or high water, we are sending home. Comrades, make welcome the next Member of Parliament for South St. James, Comrade, Deputy General Secretary, Nikisha Roger Wiener.
Respect my leader, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, all the other dignitaries on the platform. Big up on yourself and to the Bununus audience. We're full of young people. Our young people, you wonder you can rap with sometimes, but sometimes she's serious for you. It's a serious talk tonight. Them no rate you. Them no rate you. I want you to know, young persons, if you're about 28 years or so, half of your life you've lived under labor. And the adult portion of your life you've lived under labor. Labor rights were in power from 2007 to 2011. How much that? 4 years. Then again, 2016 to 2020, how much that? 8. And then 2020 to 2025, how much that? Eh? Alright. So 40 years of labor or so. What have you received for that 14 years of labor? What you have to show for it? Young people are you may talk to. What you have to show. So you never get none of the state of emergencies in there when I give it. When they get none. On to curfew then. When they get none down here. So then they lock off on the dance down here. So don't get sitting man. Labor rights sweet to know man. I was asked this evening to talk to my sisters, the women of this movement. And I want to let you know that the labor rights treat the woman them bad. Only remember Jasmine Dean, so many other women who have died in this country, and we still can't hear or see nothing about them. But our Prime Minister, he's on the TV every week to celebrate how murder rates gone down. Mark you. The rates just reached about where we left it when Pnp was last in power. And just get you up in brother. But he must celebrate. But what he's not telling you is that we are seeing a sharp increase in rapes and kidnapping and murder of our women and our children. But I'm not going to tell you that. I want to tell you how it's wicked when we as women in this country. In this very parish, a man by the name of George Wright took a stool. Yeah, he took a stool and then used it to beat a woman. And then everybody tell me about it. We see it for ourselves back camera. And what did this Jamaica Labour Party government do? They put him on side a little bit and then they quickly polish him up, make him married and come back and say you're good again. Come run again. You have our vote of approval to run. What is that message of silence? What is it saying to victims? What is it saying to victims in this country is if you are connected to the Jamaica Labour Party, you can stand up in the head of nurses, you can beat your wife with stool, and we will wash you off and take you back again. No, comrades, I'm not blaming Andrew Holness for every domestic dispute that happened between a man and his wife. But what I'm talking about is the legislation and the policies that take care of our women when we're in distress. A halfway house that we can go for running at the night when we can't take it no more. What have they done for our women? Nothing at all, cause them no rate you. I'm gonna tell you about something that we created when we were in office between 2011 and 2016. It is called Stay Alert. It is an application that we designed for your cell phone. That anywhere you are in Jamaica, you could press what is called a panic button. You remember it? You would press that panic button. A Pnp me was a part of that team. And anywhere in Jamaica you were and you're in distress, you could press that button and the police would run, come to you. Labour rights came in, Minister Samuda announced it after we did launch it from 2014, 2015. He come back and say him create this app. So I call him and I say, Mr. Samuda, really and truly this is a good piece of tool and we want you to use it. But give me a little credit for it now, man. I know you created, man, we created. You know what the man do? Him shelf the app, him dash it away. It is no longer available to women in distress to press that button and the police would come to help them when they need the police to help them. That is a government that chooses ego over the security and safety of our women in Jamaica. Comrades, I want to tell you as well that if you're a woman and you feel unsafe, you cannot take a pepper spray and go around to keep yourself safe because it's illegal. But I must inform you that this goodly gentleman here, he took it upon himself to write a piece of legislation to say, women, if you feel unsafe, these are some things that you can use and the law will protect you to protect yourself when you're out there. He wrote the legislation and took it to the government, and what they do with it? Nothing at all. Them no rate you. So many of our women have gone missing, whether it is in a ride-sharing taxi or somehow. And we've been waiting on this government to develop the policy and the regulations to regulate the ride-sharing business in Jamaica. And I'll know, all Darrell Vaz, the Pantivia talk about who bad mind from who no bad mind, and who a chichi man from who not chichi man, and he not do the work when supposed to do. Them no rate you. As your big sister, I must remind you that back then, when our students were stuck in Ukraine and couldn't come home because war they said if you take out loan, if they want to come back to Jamaica, and Mark said not. While I'm around, he went in and pocket and he take out the money and he get home our children to Jamaica. He not great, you. My young people, rate who rate you. You know hear what me I say? Rate who rate you. This PNP is going to relaunch the Stay Alert app to put power of of your personal security right in the palm of your hands when we get back to office. We're going to legalize pepper spray and any other thing that you need to use within the confines of the law to protect yourselves when man and boy and picnic and run you down. We are going to ensure that there is a right share policy that protects you, so when you get a taxi, you can stay comfortable that you will get home to your family in one piece. We're gonna end this by a state of emergency. Just be law-abiding citizens to feel like some magwan when nothing magwan. Comrades, we are going to give you a prime minister, a man who loves family, a good man who loves Jamaica, a good man who knows what to do for the women in this country. Because when you see him and his wife, you know, man, one not turn up over there, so one turn up over there, you know. And when she kisses him, he don't wipe it off. This man loves his woman. This man loves his woman. We are going to give you the man who raised you, Mark Jefferson Golden, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Power to the people. Yes, comrades, when you hear it, Western Jamaica, again and again we are proven to you that the young people of the People's National Party, full of substance, we're full of intellect, and we are ready to stand with our comrade leader to move Jamaica forward, creating policies that will create legacies for generations to come, and make sure it's on the alright, on the picnic alright, on the grand picnic alright. A man of substance, a man we have a kick where she named they put over West Central St. James. Our doctor, the man himself, doctor, your next member of parliament for West Central St. James. Dr. Hardy, make some nice work West Central
Boy, Westman, and you really look good. Young people of Jamaica, how are you feeling? Boy, you really look good. This is for Jamaica. The young people have come out in their numbers and they're making a statement that time come for a better government and time come for our common leader, Mark Jefferson Golden, to lead Jamaica into a brighter future. Comrades, my posters them free. They start putting them on back. Free at last, free at last. My God, we're free at last. And we told the laborites, we expressed to them that they were ill-informed and they didn't understand the law properly, but they were very arrogant in their style of leadership. And the arrogant leader is like a broken glass trying to pretend to be perfect. But those of us looking on that glass can see that it's shattered and it's not good. And that is the leadership that the Jamaica Labour Party has brought to us here in Jamaica. They're like a broken glass, waiting but cannot be fixed. We have to replace it. Comrades, I stand here tonight with memories of myself. A young boy growing up in Mount Salem who wants a better future for not just himself, but his community, his city, and his country. And I took it upon myself, comrades, to get inquisitive about what it takes to improve yourself, what it takes to improve your community, what it takes to improve your country. And I studied hard. I went to Cornwall College and went to the University of the West Indies. I went to England to live. And whilst living in England, I was given many job opportunities. As a matter of fact, my own examiner who was at Oxford called me one day and he said, Andre, why go back to Jamaica? The place is a third world country, it's developing. And a person like you, your skills will more be valued in a place like England. And I thought about it and I said to him, for those reasons that you have just outlined, that the place is backward and need development, a person like Andre Horton as an economist must go back and contribute to that development that the country needs. So, and when I speak, I don't just speak for myself. I speak for every young person who has ambition. I talk for Kevin from Froome, who went to Godfrey Stewart and wants to go to the University of the West Indies but don't have the money to do so. The PNP will give you an opportunity to do so. I speak for Sarah, who went to Mannings and has gone to the University of the West Indies, and all her friends are telling her, Sarah, you need to migrate in order for you to become wealthy. This People's National Party government will give young people the opportunity to become wealthy right here in their island home. Comrades, the transformational leadership that the People's National Party is coming with at this time is second to none. And we hear people on the street saying that young people has no voice, young people have no opportunities, young people have no avenues through which they can display their true skill. And our talent is seen as something as noise. It is not valued and it is not cherished. The People's National Party understands this and is going to create a Jamaica that not only value your talent, that not only give a listening ear to your sounds and your ability, but provide the platform to trampoline those ability into income generating, wealth creating, lifelong abilities. And it is important. Itself is designed for us not to have real ambition. So it's very disheartening, it's very demotivating when a young person goes to apply for a job in Jamaica and hears that they don't have the qualification, and even if you do have the qualification, you don't have the look, and even if you do have the look, you don't have the particular type of vernacular. Even if you do have the vernacular, you're from a wrong place. Even if you're from the right place, they find some excuse not to give you the opportunity to advance yourself and to advance your family. And we're saying to you that no, time come for a better approach towards leadership in this country. Time come for not just brown-skinned people to get all the opportunities. Time come for black people in Jamaica. Time come for rural area people to be given opportunities as well to make themselves better off and their families better off. And it is important because Jamaica is a melting pot, and out of many we are one people. That is why you look around us, we have people of all shades, all color, all sizes. Our leader Mark Golden, our deputy general secretaries who are here, our PNP YO, our general secretary, myself, Nikisha, every one of us, we are here as leaders to help to transform this country to move forward. Yesterday I went to interview a young boy. He designed an app that tracks and monitors the children when they go to school. So how it works is the children, when they go to school, it sends a text message to their parents that their child has arrived at school. When they leave school, it sends a text message to the parents that their child has left school. It records their homework. It records their attendance. It has an AI system that sends messages to the principal that, hey, this child has been absent for 3 days. This child has been absent for a month. And the principal now send a message to the parents, hey, what's happening? This is the innovative style of leadership that the People's National Party is coming with to transform the lives and to protect our young people across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Now when we look at Westmoreland, since Sugar has left, I have studied the map and I haven't seen the replacement here for Sugar in Westmoreland. And many young people, as Comrade Hales quite rightly said, that when they go to university, they don't come back to Westmoreland because they don't see the opportunities down here as they see in Kingston or as they see in Montego Bay. But time is of the essence now, comrades. And given that we have 14 parishes,
our comrade leader has taken the time out to look at the industries that exist in these parishes, to look at the avenues for industry in these parishes, and Westmoreland is on the top of his agenda. Not because we are here tonight, but many of our colleagues in Kingston, both wealthy at the top of their business class and doing real work in Jamaica, are from Westmoreland. And I say to you, in 2014, we had a conference at the university called Guilty Drugs Innocent Plant. At that time, we invited a lot of the people in the ganja industry, America, to come here. And at that time, Comrade Leader Mark Golding was also inquisitive about the potential of the ganja industry. And when they came, they were able to help us to orchestrate the right plan to move ganja forward in Jamaica. And in 2015, we took the first step to decriminalize ganja and legalize it for medicinal purposes. And we had it in mind to expand it, to be industry, to look at every single one of you who are producing something in ganja. Miss Matty, who made her rubbings from ganja and pimento seed. Miss Ida, who made some medicine from white rum and ganja. Miss Brown, who made some alcohol and ganja to sniff when she catch cold. These are the Jamaicans who have been producing products in the industry, and the Jamaica Labour Party has stifled their potential by mismanaging the industry. But alas, the People's National Party, we have done our homework, and we have recognized that the only way that Westmoreland and Jamaica in general will become wealthy is if we give ganja a chance, because it is the miracle product. We talk about all types of cancer. We're talking about ganja. We talk about leukemia. We talk about sickle cell. We talk about simple things as fits. We talk about a sleep disorder. We are talking about creating a proper nutraceutical and pharmaceutical industry built on the backbone of ganja. All the empty cane lands in Pineda there, you have to start do some research in ganja and know Pineda, because we're diversifying the product offerings from Westmoreland. And what our research has shown is that if we were to get this ganja industry right, it can produce on an annual basis over 11 billion US dollars, which is over 70% of Jamaica's current GDP. So when the government talk about 5 in 4, they want to create 5% growth in 4 years. And we look at a GDP of $20 billion. It's not 20, it's about 18, but let's put it at 20. And we say, what's 5% of 20 billion? We're looking at $1 billion. And we're saying to ourselves, how difficult it is for us here in Jamaica to produce an economy that grows by $1 billion US per year. If we have 14 parishes and we break it up, we're talking about less than 100 million per parish. And it is easy because economic management is simple. All we have to do is to look at the amount of people in the country, look at the amount of resources we have, and everything can be calculated. So when the mayor come and talk about stay in your lane, Mr. Mayor, man, mute, man. Mute. No say nothing. No say nothing. Because this JLP government, they are majoring in minor things. They come like a done spit in them at school. Instead of doing them work when them get it to do, them find every thing to do. Them play marble, hey come we are play marble. Them play hopscotch, hey come we are play hopscotch. Everything except do the mathematics, except do the English, except do the science. So they are not interested in the development of this country for the betterment of the people. They are only interested in fanfare, cutting a ribbon here and there. Somebody said to me, they said the person who said ribbon in Jamaica must rich, because that's all the Labour Party government wake up and do cut ribbon. Without no real development taking place in Jamaica. I don't even want to touch on the hospital situation, because you yourself live through it and realize that the Labour Party is campaigning for us.
They will mash up all the hospital them, so they must want the Pnp to come fix them back, because they can't fix them back. After 10 years, every minute, oh, we plan to do this, we plan to do that. Watch the folly and the mirage. It's a broken glass. It has no substance. It cannot show us ourselves, and they cannot see that their arrogance is disrespectful to the Jamaican people. Comrades, I'm the Shadow Minister for Science and Technology, and what we have planned is to infuse technology and science into all the industry that exists in Jamaica. First and foremost, we're talking about technology in agriculture, so we reduce the waste. We're talking about building micro dams so we can store water and redistribute water from the drought time to the flood time. We're talking about technology in finance, so you can stay at home and your child is at school, you can send a text message and send money to your child so you can purchase lunch. We're talking about technology in education, where we know, as I just told you, we have the app to register your child so less people get missing from school when they go to school. The world is changing. The chalk and the original type of teaching and learning has evolved. So we now, as a persons who understand that, must also help our people to evolve. Big tech, artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these things are new things that the world are now capitalizing on and are making billions. And all you need to participate is a simple computer. The People's National Party is here to support your endeavors to become better people. The government increased their own wages by 300%. It was already in the tens of millions, they increased it to further tens of millions. Our minimum wage, which is $15,000, they increased it by $1,000. You want a more wicked and caring set of leaders who only believe in fattening their own pocket and take poor people for food. Comrades, minimum wage was a concept introduced by Michael Mann and the People's National Party in the 1970s, long before we were born. So it's a concept discussed in the past. For the future, we don't know what we are discussing. Wealth. Maximum potential. Gone are the days when Jamaican people want to work in a hotel for minimum wage. Gone are the days when a farmer want to grow crops for sell it for minimum wage. Every young person now that you speak to want to generate wealth. They want to build a mansion in them jungle. They want a beast to skate on the toll. They don't want a pro box. Because our young people have ambition. And this is why it is important for you to recognize that Mark Jefferson Golden is the man with the plan. And you want to know when you know a good leader? He knows how to delegate. So he has surrounded himself with young people like myself, young people like Nikisha Burchell, young people like Gabriel Morris, young people like Peter Gay, a ton load of young people who will bring the youthfulness to the experience that they already have. With the blend of youthfulness and experience, there is no stopping the potential of Jamaican people. Big up yourself again, young people. Thanks for coming out. Come and be a man going to the next leader of Jamaica. Time come for difference. Time come for a change. Time come for the People's National Party.
Tune too early. Hold on a little bit. Comrades, that was Dr. Andre Horton, next member of Parliament for West Central St. James. I want to tell you something quick. You see this wicked labor right government? Them are going and them are going with beer arms house. But we in the People's National Party believe in a man with clean hands and clean heart. And not just that, we have a firebrand reverend. We'll come take it to them. And I don't know which part come from. The next leader is our junior farmer of agriculture, the president, newly minted president of the Patriots. May welcome Reverend Dr.
Well, it's like comrades, good night. Comrades, I greet you in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, our soon coming King. And we were coming from St. Mary tonight to be here because we had our Patriots Congress this afternoon. And so, comrade leader, comrades all, I want to introduce to the comrades tonight the young professional arm of the People's, or affiliate of the People's National Party. And I have the General Secretary, comrade Dazal Grant. I have my DGS, my VP, comrade Danishka Williams, and we have some members who have journeyed with us. And so we know that we are ready for the election. Thank you. Comrades, my time is short, so I want to deal with some little business tonight. But I have to the next Prime Minister, I'm saying the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Jessica Golding, will be going to Jamaica House as the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. I come to talk about agriculture, but one little. Because in 2021, selector, in 2021, comrade leader rolled out what we call the Junior Shadow Cabinet, where he gave young people the chance to speak on portfolio matters. And tonight I stand as the junior spokesperson on agriculture. I know there are other persons here who are spokespersons on other issues. And so I know that he believes in young people. And he gives young people the opportunity, not like some other man who want Mike Henry to still be in Parliament. Comrade leader ensure that when he goes to Parliament, he has some young firebrand there to stand up with him, because we are blood and fire, comrade, and nobody can touch with comrade leader, because we have youth behind him to defend him everywhere he goes. So I want to send a message tonight. I have church in the morning, so I have to behave myself. So I want to send a message tonight. Touch not the Lord's anointing, nor do his leader no harm. If God be for us, who can be against us? Let them growl with them evil, let them steal with them evil, because of good over evil. We say, and the people of Jamaica will choose change. But you know, say, a Central Western Ambine who gave us the baddest, the best agricultural minister that Jamaica has ever seen. So I want to pick up comrade Roger Clark tonight, the man who was a champion for the farmers. I see one young man over in Southwest St. Elizabeth. I thought about the new face of food. We don't want to see him. We want to see young people in agriculture. We want to give them access to land, that you can go out there and plant your produce. But not only that, we want to ensure that you are able to process your produce. Now, comrades, if we grow mangoes and we sell it for $20 a one, if you process that and turn it into juice or puree or whatsoever, you get 10 times, 15 times the value. Agriculture needs young people to develop it and to bring it further. And I say, comrades, that help is on the way. I say, comrades, time come to tell Andrew and his cronies and his friends So we come to ensure tonight that Western Jamaica is ready. Spirit, that Central Westmoreland is ready. I feel it in my spirit that Western Westmoreland is ready. I feel it in my spirit that Eastern Westmoreland will send a champion performers to Jamaica House. I'm sorry, Peter, again, the spirit is going somewhere else. We're not going to talk about agriculture. But comrades, tonight Jamaica don't need no more speech from Andrew. Jamaica don't need no more green clocks. What Jamaica need is rescuing. What Jamaica need is reassurance. What Jamaica need is real leadership. So comrades, when they talk about young people, check the People's National Party who gave you the youth organization. When they talk about young people, check the People's National Party who gives you the Patriots. And we came together and we sat down and we put together a youth manifesto that will champion change for young people in this country. And we brought it to the comrade leader, and comrade leader said, comrades, go on the road with it. This is what Jamaica needs. So tonight, comrades, you will see us in your communities. You will see us on the road, and we will share what our plans are for the people of Jamaica. And I say the people of Jamaica want real leadership, and real leadership is found in the People's National Party, like Joshua, who led the people out of bondage, like Elijah, who had fire shut up when he was in man. We are sending a leader in Mark Jefferson Gordon, a man in whom God is well pleased. Mr. Prime Minister, I am sending a message tonight. I am sending a message tonight. If you think you're bad, call the election. If you think you're bad, call the election. If you think you're bad, watch and see all young people rally for change. Comrades, the road is long.
We bless the Lord. We bless the Lord. We thank you, Reverend. Shall we bless the Lord? Shall we bless the Lord? Why, Reverend, if I'm cooling the year Jamaican politics, the next member of Parliament for Northwest Central, we're going to make sure he's totally flee from out of place. Comrades, with no further ado, let's welcome my president, the youth president, Senator Gabriel, Senator, Youth Rebellions.
distinguished members of the platform, let me acknowledge the newly minted president of the Patriots, Reverend Paul Blake. Let me also acknowledge the three champions in our Westmoreland that will bring it home for the People's National Party. Comrade Ian Mills, Comrade Bars, and our Jensen. I also must acknowledge some young people who have been with me for the past 4 years, who have stood with me, and I want to acknowledge the executive of the PNPYO, my General Secretary, my right hand, Comrade Peter A. Ferguson. Acknowledge Pnp family, who are coming all the way from Northwest St. Anne. I want to big you up and thank you for standing with me. And comrades, finally, I want to acknowledge our next Prime Minister. The man who will lead the People's National Party into a new paradigm, a new generation. Our comrade leader, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrades, tonight, I want to be quick and straight. This election is one of the most important elections since independence. It is not business as usual, because this election is about our collective survival as a people. It is about choosing good over evil. It is about rejecting corruption and cronyism. It is about our future. And for many of you here, many of our young people, it will be your first election, your first time voting. And some of you don't know what it means to grow up under PNP government. But in a matter of months, you will find out what it means to have a government who cares about people. You will find out what it means to have a government who is led by somebody with integrity. And tonight, I want to make it very clear that this election is not just about voting. It is about choosing change. It is about choosing a future for your children, for your grandchildren, and for generations to come. And I said 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, when I first stepped onto the stage at conference, that your vote is your voice. Yes. And this election, listen to me good, I want you to use your voice to send a signal, young people, that enough is enough. I want you to send a signal that the young people of this country can't buy way out, can't trick way it this time. I want you, young people, to send a signal to this government that we don't want more of the same. We don't want no more promise from them. We don't want the same mediocre representation that we are getting from their MPs. We don't want the same corruption that this government has been so known for. And we want no more of this friend and company thing where only a few can get through and the rest of we have to stay back. Young people, time come. Time come to say enough is enough. Time come to say that we are choosing the People's National Party to take us into the future. Tonight I want to talk about something that the government has been campaigning on. 0.3%. That's what they are saying. But here is what they won't tell you. Them not tell you say income inequality has grown. Because the gap between the poor and the wealthy, the haves and the haves not, has gotten wider. Them not tell nobody say employment might be up, unemployment down. But wages have still not kept pace with inflation. Most of our young people, when we talk about employment, what comes to mind first is call center. Now so. And while it is the Pnp that brought the BPO industry to Jamaica, this government has done very little with the industry to advance it and make sure that it can provide sustainable employment for young people. And so many of our young people across the island are crying out because they have to be in these industries where their job not safe. A contract work, most of them depend on temporary work, where as them slip, them slide, them send them home. There are many of them who are battling unfair working conditions in the workplace, but they're not telling about that. They won't tell you about a new class of Jamaicans called the working poor, who even though they might be employed, them still can't make ends meet. I'm thinking of university graduates who them do everything what they're supposed to do. Them behave themselves and them take them book because them say why education is the key. But as Shamil said, when they come out of university, them realize that they'll have change for them. They won't tell you about that. They won't tell you that child poverty has doubled under this government. They won't tell you that food insecurity has gone up and many Jamaicans are struggling to put a meal on the table. They won't tell you all these things, comrades. But tonight, since them not tell you, me I will tell you. We have a prime minister that promised prosperity. And 9 years gone. And all the Jamaican people get a pressure. Me don't know about no. If none of them get the prosperity. But it no reach most away. And so we are tired of the pressure. We are tired of barely surviving in this country. And the People's National Party, who many times before has rescued rescued this country is prepared to rescue it once again. We're not just talking about poverty. We are ready to attack poverty in this country and dismantle it in this country so that every single child are live good. And one of the ways that the PNP plans to attack and dismantle poverty in this country is through housing. Make we talk, make we be real, because this is the situation, you know. How can young person and our children go to school and learn and pass them exam when them and their family have to run from pillar to post because they can't pay the rent? How is it that we expect our children to give us the educational outcomes that we demand? When rain fall, them roof and leak, them homework wet up, them a fret, stress. How do we expect our young people to be productive citizens in this country when them have to run from landlord because they want back their place? Them have to fight their family for the front room. We understand that this is the situation for many families, for many young people across the country. And so we have a plan. We have a plan for housing to return the National Housing Trust to its original mandate. It was the People's National Party that gave the National Housing Trust so that low and middle income Jamaicans can own a home. And our leader has promised that in his administration, we will stop the raiding of the NHT. That $11.4 billion that is taken out to fund the budget, we are going to stop every year. We are going to stop it. It was put in for a purpose, yes. But time come now to stop that and to ensure that that money which belongs to you, to the people of this country, goes towards ensuring that you can have affordable housing, a roof over your head. And that is why we have said that this next PNP administration will build 50,000 houses across this country for you, for Jamaicans who need that opportunity. And it has been said all night that our leader believes in young people. It's not like some leader will come and say they're going to get 10,000 houses for young people and all know they can't catch close to the 10,000. Our leader has said that he will establish a young owners deposit fund which will provide, listen me good, a grant, not a loan, you're not have to pay back. A grant to young people under the age of 35 to give a down payment of $500,000 towards your first home. That is what the PNP has in store for you. We have spoken about our rent-to-own program, where those in the informal sector, people want to get no paycheck among time. Our barbers, our hairdressers, our DJs, the jerkpan man, all of them can get an opportunity to move from renting a home to owning that home, because the People's National Party knows it's better to pay a mortgage than continue to pay rent. We have proposed a one-of-a-kind program, and I love this one because it honors our first female Prime Minister, Comrade Portia Simpson-Miller. It is the Portia Initiative, program for the orderly renewal of infrastructure in all areas. And what we will use this program to do is give a facelift to this country. So the zinc fence them are going to come down. The sidewalks are going to build up. We will build parks across this country and create communities that you can be proud of. Don't look down on someone if you don't intend on lifting them up. And that is what the People's National Party intends to do for the Jamaican people. We intend to use housing to lift up the people of this country. We want young people to know that a house is not just a building. It is an asset. It is something that you can use as collateral to get a loan that you can then use to start a business, that you can then use to start a farm. So we want to bring generational wealth to our families. We not just think about today, we are building a brighter tomorrow. And so comrades, tonight, many of our young people are here. And I know that they don't want a handout. They want a foundation on which to build. They don't want a handout for in 2 days, the $5,000 done. They want house keys. I know that our young people in this country, we are tired of struggling. We are tired of begging for scraps from the government's table. We are tired of being told to wait. We are tired of soon. We are tired of the tricks and lies from this uncaring government. And so young people, I want you to put up your voting finger. I want you to put up your voting finger. Because I'm here to tell you tonight that this election is about you. This election, now make them tell you, say, enough of your business and pay you to stay at your yard. We know some of them things them love do. This election is your chance to make your voice heard in this country. It is your chance to decide the kind of Jamaica that you want to live in. It is your chance to say we're tired of the same old. We're tired of waiting back. We want to come up front now. And I'm here to tell you that the People's National Party is on the way with help. We are on the way to ensure that you can live good in your country. And so listen me now. The JLP likes to talk a lot about the past. Right here, so we are talking about the future. Because that is what matters now. No 18 years, no 1970. What matters is the young people of this country need change now. And so let them come with them statistics. And let them go and tell people about them reality, because we feel it and we know it. And let them stay, because we know how them stay with their propaganda and with their lies and with their intimidation and with their violence. On this side, we are putting people first and we are focused, we are committed, we are on a path to bringing progress and power back to the people of this country. We don't want to migrate. We want to elevate right here so in the country where we're born. And so, comrades, we are on a mission. Our leader, we don't have to think twice about him, because he has clean hands and a clean heart and he means you well. So when you go to dip the finger, I want you to make a choice for change. I want you to put your families first. I want you to think about who cares for you. I want you to ensure that whenever they call it, you put the eggs squarely beside the head. Comrades, the time has come and we're a few moments away. Keep holding on. We are marching on to progress. And we know business what them say. The People's National Party is here for you and we will deliver. If you are ready, let me hear you say ready. The word is always love.
Anything on the way to find out, no one come back like us.
Of the People's National Party Youth Organization. One melody selector from a boss there and in need for talk. Comrades, quick and fast, I want to tell you something. We see the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I move like him as a 3-card man down a town. I tell you to say, for choose Jamaica, but I want to tell you something. All we know say him choose him 20-year bank account and him friend them. Him choose to endorse corruption over building Jamaica and building young people. And I'm here to tell you, comrades, that we are on a rescue mission in the People's National Party. And we give to you a man whose family chose Jamaica and chose to give service to this country. A man who is now giving service to the people of Jamaica. We now give to you, comrades, a man who will ensure that young people with their degree not to go foreign or clean toilet, but we can stay here so and build a legacy, own a home, have a good education, and raise a family in peace, comrades. We give to you Mr. Integrity, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, our comrade leader, Comrade Mark Jefferson Gordon. Make some noise for the next Prime Minister of South Jamaica.
Comrades on the platform, candidates, councillors, officers of the party, comrades, workers, warriors, young people here at Godfrey Stewart this evening. Why the thing sell off, man?
To the conceptualizers and organizers who put tonight together, PNP YO, PNP Patriots. I want to big up the new leader, the new president, Comrade Reverend Paul Blake, and current president of the YO, Senator Gabriela Morris. Comrades, we have been focused on the issues that are confronting our people in this country, and we have a passion for making life better for the Jamaican people. Nearly 10 years now, this government has been in power. We have seen stagnant growth. The economy is not moving. We have seen the problems in governance. I'm not even going to get into those tonight, but they're deep and profound and very ugly. And we've seen the brain drain at work, the lack of hope, the frustration, and we have said, look, what are the core issues that we need to tackle when we form government? And we're looking at critical sectors, of which young people are one, perhaps the most important. And as has been said, as president of the party, I've sought to elevate the young people, establishing a junior shadow cabinet to allow our brilliant young people to express themselves, develop their ideas, have an input, mainly in the West. But what a wonderful group of young Jamaicans who are going to make a tremendous contribution to the future of the country. I'm also very happy to see the numbers of women that are stepping forward in representational politics under the bannership. They're caring, they're hardworking, and they have strong empathy and can really relate to the issues and problems of others in a way that many men are not so attuned to. So it's very important that women be facilitated. It's not easy getting into representational politics in Jamaica. There are many barriers to entry, and women have a particularly hard task at it. So I'm very proud of them, and I rate them and I big them up for having had the courage to step forward. And what is wonderful is that they're going to be successful. They're going to be successful. Proposals and things that we intend to do when we form government in the areas of education. For example, for young people in particular, we're talking about reforming the Student Loan Bureau. We're talking about capping the monthly payment at a portion of your salary that you can still afford to live without difficulty. And if you're out of a job for whatever reason, you don't get a bad credit score, you don't become a delinquent borrower because the terms of the loan say that payments are suspended without penalties until you get back on your feet. We're talking about the First in Family program to try and eliminate intergenerational poverty in this country. So if you qualify for college or university and you're the first person in your family to have done so under the People's National Party, you'll get a full scholarship. Your siblings, your brothers and sisters and generations to come, because with the benefit of tertiary education, you'll be in a stronger position to help the others move forward in life. And we're all about progress, comrades. When it comes to agriculture, we see the importance of young people being facilitated in agriculture. That's why we want to establish the Agricultural Development Fund, so that people's cooperative banks will have sufficient resources to make money available to farmers, young farmers included, to buy the necessary inputs so they can produce food for the nation and for other countries that need what we have to produce. We want to fix the farm roads, we want to drastically the post-harvest. There are not sufficient storage facilities to manage the crops. We need to deal with these things, comrades. And of course, here in Westmoreland, where you have been so good to the PNP over the years, and where we're asking you with great on the road issues, and we know there are other, the economy as well. needs to be buttressed. Land Dr. Harton was telling us about the prospects for ganja. Well, we know the best ganja in Jamaica come from right here in Westland. The legislation which was passed in 2015 to decriminalize personal use of ganja. So if you have a jar of weed or a spliff or a chalice in your possession, you can't be arrested. You can't be hauled and pulled to jail or put before the court. And if you have a criminal, and to develop an industry in medical and therapeutic ganja, to uplift small farmers and those warriors who had carried the burden of the prohibition of ganja for 100 years and who had never been given the opportunity to come into the sun and be lawful round the plant, the herbal plant, which is such a powerful medicine. And this government has dropped the ball terribly in the development of that industry. And under the next People's National Party government, people like me as an architect of it and Dr. Harton as a believer of it, we are going to move it forward because we want to make sure that it is transformational to the farmers of this parish and the rest of Jamaica. Our minister, whose real core competence is in public relations and burnishing his image. But when you check a stock, if you go to Saglamar Hospital and you need to be admitted because you're very sick, you might not get a bed for days. You might be and I know Dr. Alfred Dawes, who is a farmer, CMO here at Saglamar Hospital, and knows the issue. A better health system for the people of this country. One where they can interface and get treatment in dignity. One where the equipment is properly maintained rather than being allowed to become dysfunctional. And when you need a diagnostic test, you can't get it at the hospital, you have to go elsewhere and spend a bag of money to get it. We need to transform healthcare in the country. And when it comes to education, at the school level, you've heard about our intention to ensure that every needy child gets at least one hot, nutritious meal per day at school, so that their parents don't have to worry about lunch money. And that is at primary and secondary education. And for those parents who are struggling with the cost of transportation to send their children to school, we have the right program. We're going to roll it out with 20,000 families, and we're going to expand it beyond that from year to year as the economy improves. Because, comrades, the truth of the matter is, we can't move forward as a nation without a strong economy. And this government has shown it does not know how to make Jamaica a strong economy. Productivity, as measured by the total output of the country divided by the number of man hours worked, has been falling for the last 15 years in this country. Foreign direct investment is at 1/3 of the level it was when we limited office 10 years ago. So how can they be talking about prosperity when key issues like investment and productivity are on a steep decline? They don't know where they are going. Comrades, we have to fix these things. We're going to have to fix the training system. We're going to partner with the private sector. Hard will provide resources to businesses that are going to invest in training so we can upskill our workers and so that they can attract the kind of investment that will make better jobs for the people. Because right now, as been said, we have working poor in the country, and many of them are young people. And we also are committed to ensuring that in key industries like tourism and global services that they call BPO, security guards, we have joint industrial councils where we will negotiate the employers and the workers, and the government as a facilitator, certain minimum standards of work across the industry, to make sure that when you work there, you have dignity and your rights are protected. Because we understand the importance of ensuring that the workers of this country get a fair deal. That has been our mission from day one, from 1938, which is why we had to introduce maternity leave law. That's why we had to introduce minimum wage. That's why we had to introduce Industrial Disputes Tribunal. That's why we had to introduce equal pay for women. All of these things came under the People's National Party. Businesses, we want to incentivize small businesses and make life easier for them. And we're going to give them a tax break, an income tax holiday for the first 3 years of operations so they don't have to worry about finding money to pay income tax until their business is established. So we're really focused on trying to transform the economy, migrate a foreign to try and make it. That is the vision of the People's National Party. And it's only through investing in the people, investing in education and training, investing in dealing with all the obstacles that stand in the way of progress for our people that we can make this country move forward. Lead the charge to make the bureaucracy of the country more efficient, more user-friendly for people who have to deal with government, whether they're in business or whatever area, and eliminate the rules that don't make any sense, that were designed decades ago and are no longer fit for purpose, and to ensure that investment can flow and projects can move quickly through the system and money can start to make and turn in the economy so people can be better off. This is what we are about. A more efficient and more effective economy so we can get growth that can generate the revenue to invest in the people and make the country better off. So all of these things, and there are others too, the creative industries, as has been said, we want to have a rolling fund of $1 billion. So if you are aspiring studio engineer or sound, an artist, a sculptor, a chef, a culinary expert, and you need a little money to get your business going, there will be a source of... Jamaica has a tremendous international advantage because brand Jamaica is so strong. The way we flex, the way we talk, the way we move, the dance moves we have, economic impact for the country and for the people that the potential is there to have. So this is why this rally is important, because we get a chance to communicate to young people, focusing on you, you know, what it is that we have in store for you, explain to you why we have developed the different programs that we have, and we have more to that we don't announce yet because we know how them stay, and when them, certain things you can't drop too soon because I want to take it and say I feel an idea and nothing of what's up. Should really let the people of Jamaica listening to what we have to say realize that the next PNP government has the best chance of taking Jamaica to the next level, out of the stagnation of this government, out of the corruption of this government, and moving forward to a better place, a place where we all look after each other, where we respect and care for each other, where love is the mantra that we all believe in, and say Jamaica is a great place where we can build a future for ourselves and our families and our friends, and make the country much, much better than it is now. So comrades and friends, I just want to say we have an election coming around the corner, and it's a very important election for Jamaica. You can either stay with what you've had for 10 years, the deception, the lies, the ripping off, the stagnant economy, the hopes that are being dashed, or you can move to a government that is going to put the people very much in the center of our thinking, and that is going to tackle the real issues facing the people and holding the people back, and it's going to take Jamaica to the next level, economically and socially. Remember the People's National Party's track record in building institutions to uplift the people of Jamaica, from the National Housing Trust to the National Health Fund, to the Drug for the Elderly program, to the PATH program for people who are struggling to survive. All of those things were the People's National Party. This government hasn't built one critical institution in 10 years, much less one school. They don't understand development, and they don't deserve another term. And for some of them, I'm sure, the only third term will be a prison term. We know we're getting into what they call the silly season. You're going to hear a lot of personal attacks. You're going to hear a lot of lies and deception and propaganda. You're going to be facing all kind of tactics. They're going to try to buy you out, or they're going to try and intimidate. But we are not for sale, comrades. And we are strong, and we are resolute, and we are determined to make this country better and to make life better for ourselves. And that's why I'm asking you, please, to make sure that you take the message out there in the highways and byways. Make sure that all who are in doubt understand why it is important to come and vote in this election and make their voice be heard through their X and let them know that the only way to move this country forward from where it is today is for that X to go squarely beside the head in the column of the People's National Party. I thank you all for coming. I thank you for the energy. I thank you for listening. I thank you for participating in the way you have. And I can only end by saying, one love, comrades. The end of this government is nigh. Power to the people, I say.
Alright, comrades, please be upstanding for one verse.
The
Thank you, comrades. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate the love. Thank you. Get home safe, everyone. It's a lie. The social thing, the red flag, the red flag. They know the red flag.
Call Abby, more Abby now.
That's it. Hold on.
Get Abby.
So,
hey, remove. Get
so
Abby.
we want to see the red flag.
Abby.
The people's flag is deep as red. It's shrouded of the marching men. And